Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? For the cheapest coins anywhere, check out MMOEXP.com and use code ZIRK for 5% off your order. Link is in the description. The whole thing wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin', Today, guys, we're going to be talking about the best free 95 overall Super Bowl players to pick from the Field Pass. Now, I do want to give a shout out to Hilltop for being a part of the Noti Gang. If you guys want a chance to shout out in the next video, drop a like in the vid. Make sure you guys are subbed to the channel. Turn notification bell on and comment down below, Noti Gang. Also, if you guys have not already checked out that giveaway link down below in the comment section, make sure you go ahead and do so. Just retweet the tweet, follow me over on Twitter, and comment down below on that tweet your guys' Underdog Fantasy username. I will be picking winners Sunday around 3 p.m. Eastern time. Then 5 of you guys are going to win $100 in Underdog Fantasy funds. And if you guys sign up right now using code ZIRK, they will double your first deposit up to $100. And you guys get this Mahomes 0.5 total yard special. So let's talk about the best free 95 overall to pick from the Field Pass. For those of you guys that don't know, at the end of the Super Bowl Field Pass, there is a B&D pack. You guys can pick any 95 overall that you want from it. Should be from past, of course, and from the present players. One thing that I do want to mention to you guys is there going to be another part of the Super Bowl promo? Do not believe so. It is normally 2 parts, and that is it. Also, one other thing I do want to mention to you guys here is this is a big question that I know some people are going to have, and unfortunately, we don't really know as of the second that I'm recording this video. You guys should be seeing this on Friday, the day that I'm actually going to be coming back home from Vegas here, but we don't know as this very moment if you can add a B&D 95 into one of the welcome pack players. I know there were some people out there that were saying they wanted to do that. They could just take whoever and maybe throw it into Christian McCaffrey as the 95 overall champion and upgrade him. I don't know if you can do that. If you can and that's what you want to do, then do that. Now, going over the best 95 overall champions, though, to pick, starting off Terrell Davis. Now, he is kind of lower, in my opinion, of who you want to go with, but he is a running back and a pretty good running back at that. Now, a couple of things we have to kind of keep in mind here when it does come to these cards. Number one would be the lighted up X factors. Obviously, those are really, really key for these cards. And also, you want a card that's going to be on your team for a long time. Terrell Davis is really good. I would probably take Christian McCaffrey, to be honest, over the Terrell Davis, just because he's already, so fast with that 97 speed. It's just absolutely insane. But Terrell Davis is solid. If you want a running back and you can't get the CMC for free with a B&D 95, take TD. Up next, we have Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp is an absolute monster. Warren Sapp cards always play really good, and this card is no exception. He absolutely is a demon out there. If you guys have faced him, if you guys currently have him, then you know just how good he is. 90 speed, 86 excel, 95 power move, 94 finesse move, and 98 block shed is just ridiculous at 303 pounds as well. I have to say, I'm not a big fan of necessarily taking defensive linemen as a B&D, because obviously once you're done with them, you just move on, right? But Warren Sapp, I feel like, is a little bit different just because it is a defensive tackle. I feel like DTs overall are a little bit different, but this is just a monster defensive tackle that's amazing against the run, has 90 speed as well, and is really, really big. And if we come on down here, you guys can see the abilities that he does get. He does get that inside stuff right there for 1 AP, and he also has interior threat lighted up and unstoppable force with lighted up. So I gotta say, just an absolutely insane card, man. I feel like everybody should have Warren Sapp on their team. Now, next up after him, guys, we have Chase Young. Now, I kind of feel like they're almost tied, to be completely honest with you, which way you would want to go with it. Chase Young, Warren Sapp, it's kind of just whatever you personally prefer. But again, it's a defensive lineman, so it's hard for me to, put them there just because they're D linemen. It's hard for me to put them up a lot higher anyways. But I think this is a really good card. 95 speed is just ridiculous. 92 excel, 96 block shed, 97 finesse move as well. Now again, I'm currently recording this video here Thursday night, pretty much right after the reveals. So MUT.GG hasn't updated with all of the discounted abilities, all that on the present players. And I'm also not aware just yet of what these players have to do in order to get that one discounted ability bucket to actually get that there. I'd assume like Chase Young probably has to get like a sack or something, which I don't think he's going to get a sack, to be honest. But he does have the lighted up X factor. If you guys throw it on Chase Young, you will be able to get blitz on the entire game. Not unstoppable force, but blitz still really good. Essentially what it will do will kind of free up a lot of your other teammates because it just wipes out the bars of the offensive linemen. So essentially they're not going to be as good. It's going to make your opponent's O-line overall not good, and then everybody can eat. So Chase Young, I think the card is honestly maybe a little bit underrated. Next up after that, we have Ji'Ayir Brown, and I really like this card. 5'11", 203 pounds, does have 96 speed with 97 acceleration, 97 hit power, 96 man, 92 zone, and then he also has 87 tackle and 89 play rec with 81 pursuit. Don't know what the block shit is just yet, but Ji'Ayir Brown, this card looks absolutely insane. And again, in terms of that discounted ability bucket, if he does hit whatever his objective is in the Super Bowl, he's going to be able to get deep zone KO or deep route KO for 1 AP in there. I just feel like that is ridiculous. If you guys have not been using deep in zone KO, deep out zone KO, you need to be, and especially so if you get both of those for 1 AP total. Yeah, that's going to be absolutely insane. So Ji'Ayir Brown, I love the card. He would be even higher if maybe, you know, safety was a little bit more of a depth position. Personally, I do use a lot of safeties on my field, and Ji'Ayir will be on my team. After him, we have MVS, and this is very obvious. He's a wide receiver, right? 6'4", 96 speed wide receiver. You always have to put the wide receivers up kind of high because, again, they are depth position. He can play wide receiver 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's going to get into the game. Wide receiver 5 doesn't really tend to see the field very much, but wide receiver 4s, they do get into the game a decent amount here. So MVS, just overall a very solid receiver. If you need one right now, go with MVS. After MVS, we have Herb Adderley. Now, if you guys have used this card, then you know just how good this card is. Everybody is raving about this card. He has 96 speed, 91 excel, 97 agility, 95 man, 95 zone, 94 press, has 96 hit power at corner, and 91 block shed, and he's 6'1". So this is, without a doubt, one of the overall absolute best cornerbacks in the game. Great speed, great coverage, and amazing in the run game. This is really 1A and 1B for me in terms of my top 2 players. And if we come on down here, if you guys were to add in the lighted up collectible, which by the way does also boost some of their stats to whatever player you do put it on, gives them a speed, gives them an acceleration. But Herb Adderley here, you can see does get deep zone KO for 2 AP, gets pick artist for 0, and he also has zone hawk with the lighted up X factor right there. And then he also does have the shutdown lighted up X Factor and flat zone KO. So overall, I mean, this card's just crazy. This card's just overall very crazy. Could very easily be the best one to pick. And again, just like MVS, depth position, cornerback 1, 2, 3, 4, gonna get in the game a decent amount, mostly with corners though, that is 1 through 3. You don't tend to see cornerback 4 in the game all that much, but I definitely like Herb Adderley. You could say he's the best one. And the final one to go over, of course, is going to be Andrew Whitworth. Of course it would be him, right? An offensive lineman, it's never a bad idea to take O lineman. I will say though, I still feel like Herb is probably my number 1 just because of overall how good that card actually is. But Andrew Whitworth, 94 strength on him, 97 run block, has 97 pass block as well. This is an amazing left tackle. If that's what you're looking for, you go with Andrew Whitworth. You honestly may not need another left tackle the rest of the year. So that being said, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video, and if you did, make sure you guys drop a like in the video, and of course hit that sub button down below. Make sure to check out Underdog Fantasy, use code ZIRK. Don't miss out on the Mahomes 0.5 yard special and the giveaway down below in the comment section. See you guys next time.